Alright, everybody. Hello. We're going to be continuing Pokemon Platinum Rando today. Let's get into it. What did we do last time? It has been a while. We arrived at Salacian, I think. Pretty sure. Okay. Okay. Forgot, is the unknown thing like... Oh shit, you know what? I think an HM is in the Unknown Ruins. If I'm not mistaken or misremembering. I don't think there's anything but optional stuff in here, which is fine. Nice, dude. The double miss. The fog is deep. I need defog. Rip. I started 1 minute early. I still followed the schedule. Because guess what, chat? I had to clock in before I streamed. That's right. I have a gacha game I gotta do, and I don't get paid for it. I lose money clocking into my job. Oh, well, you know, that's great. Just a really insane chat thought, no big deal. Surely this will hit. Yeah, that's right. I owe them money. I am in debt. And my snap is gone. Dodge. Oh, well, you know, it's no big deal. It's just Deoxys. Ooh, the tech? Fucking defog, man. All these moves that I'm just never gonna hit. I'm gonna speed through this. This is gonna be just a mash hell. I get it, like, second try. Okay. He can't switch now. And I missed. And he used Spite, which is bad. So I needed this move. Oh, and he's tanky. And he used Spite on a 5 PowerPoint move. Oh no, chat. It's... Oh, this is a disgusting Deoxys. I'm gonna have to speed up through this. Okay. Last move. That was actually disgusting, by the way. Like, using an anti-PowerPoint move in defog is actually insane. Hey, you were talking about Rhyhorn the other day in your stream. Look at this. Well, Rhydon, but this is Rhyhorn. Close. Pretty close. Brother, you just need to hit Rock Smash. You just need to hit Rock Smash. I just want the experience. Please just hit Rock Smash. Please. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do... You just gotta hit Rock Smash, man. I might as well just leave. And go heal. Good job. You did a good job. You missed every move that we clicked. Hooray. Yeah, well, all those Cyberpunk actors are getting paid the big bucks for a game that's, like, really bad, but everybody says is good. With amazing reviews and hair that flies off the head in scan mode. But the game works now. It's fixed. A $70 game with a $30 DLC attached. And they can't even make sure bugs don't happen under the slightest bit of scrutiny. You look up in the sky, seam. You try to jump a fence, you fall through it. You try to drive a car, you get sucked down a pit. You try to bail out of a car, your game reloads. You try and dash, you phase through a wall. You try and shoot someone out of a car, and they blow up and get out alive. You look at the distance, and the LODs are fucked up. And the hairline thing, because we can't make sure that when we're zoomed in on a feature in a DLC, that the character's hair doesn't fly off. You know, the feature that is, like, so, like, one of the most important features in the game, we didn't test in a $110 product. But it's a good game, everybody. And yes, I am aware. It's not lost to me. I'm playing through the game. I'm aware. I'm aware, because I was conned into buying it too. But I'm going to finish the game because I can't get my money back. So I might as well finish the game. But I will never say that that game is good. Never. You will never catch it out of me. You don't even have to catch it because it's not happening. It just blows my mind, too. And you were, like, reading the reviews to me last night, and I'm like, brother, are these, like, paid shills? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you can't convince me that people legitimately played that game and didn't encounter any issues. And I'm not saying, like, because this is the thing. Isn't it crazy how... Because I know what the defense is going to be. I know what they're going to say. Here's what they're going to say. I know it. I know their psychology. Oh, well, every game has issues. Okay. Okay, and? Would you give that same line of defense for a lot of other games that you play? No. Because when it's cool to bandwagon on and shit on another game, those same people will do that. Just admit that it's either acceptable all the time or not at all. And if your defense is, it's always okay to have issues, I don't know, man. Quest breaking and, like, having game-breaking bugs that are so, like... It's the same thing I say about Skyrim and Oblivion. When I talk about Oblivion versus Skyrim, people think I'm crazy. I will always say Oblivion is a far better game than Skyrim. And I mean that. Genuinely, I mean that. And they say, well, and that has bugs too. It's well known for bugs. Yeah, but how many of those are game-breaking, though? Because I can tell you that when I replayed through Skyrim, or Oblivion, even though it was a remaster, it's virtually the same fucking game. I encountered one game-breaking bug that I was able to fix through console. On Skyrim, on the other hand, every single bug I have encountered in that game is just all over the place, especially in the main storyline of all things. The amount of game-breaking shit in Skyrim itself, unmodded, no less. I say this to my friend in chat all the time. I don't know how the fuck I managed to play through the console edition of Skyrim and beating the game. I have no clue how I did it. I don't understand it. But the bugs in Skyrim versus Oblivion is, one are funny, and the other are frustrating. Skyrim's are frustrating. Oblivion's are funny. And I still maintain that base game, Oblivion is an amazing game. But Skyrim, without mods, is unplayable. And I mean that. I will always defend that point of view. I think without mods, Skyrim is a bland, boring pile of crap. And modding is the only thing that changes the view of that game. The only thing. People would not look back so fondly on Skyrim unless they're like super big, dedicated console Andies. Which again, you play on console, hey, that's fine. But I don't know. I'm just saying I notice a pattern. I mean, deadass, you had a dude in your chat as well. Like, that was defending Twin Snakes. And I'm just sitting there like... Did we play the same game, dog? It's like... And people will say, oh, you're bullying. It's like, just let people enjoy games. It's like, no. 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 Hell no. No. That's why we're at where we're at with games. Because we didn't gatekeep. Because we didn't tell people, no, you're fucking wrong. You can have wrong opinions about games. For instance, lately there's a lot of talk about the tank controls on Resident Evil and the older games. And people are like, oh, well, this game, really, people, this is like everyone's goat. This is what everybody's acting like they need to play. I'm like, yes, motherfucker. Yes. Because, unlike you, we grew up with the games. And we still managed to do it. And we still love the game. And yeah, I'm not asking you to love every single RE game or love every single control scheme. But don't sit there and act like you're on a fucking pedestal, that you're better than everyone else because you don't touch tank controls and you're a real fan and we're not. Because if you want to pull up a list of accolades, half of you motherfuckers who are anti-tank control don't even play the fucking games. You'll sit on a pedestal and act like you're high and mighty for not touching the fucking shit and then call yourself a fan. That's the problem. I don't give a shit if you don't like the originals, but don't sit there and act like you're a fucking dedicated fan when your view of playing a game is, I don't want to play a game because the controls, like, again, not for you. But again, don't act like you're better than everyone else that liked it. A whole generation grew up on those games, and the series is where they are because of us. So yeah, maybe I'm pulling out a little bit of the unk here. The old man. But show some fucking respect, man. It's like they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't even play the game. You look at their hours and 7 hours and you're talking like you know the series out and out? Or they're like those fucking cosplayers who will cosplay a character and haven't seen fuck all about the series and then act like there's some authority figure on it. It's just insane. It is insane. And they'll do that shit on Twitter of all places. And that's the thing as well. These same motherfuckers are the ones that are like, oh my god, Aiden and Leon fan cam. Gotta ship them. Or did they kiss? Like, oh my god, you know, Grace doesn't have, like, isn't hypersexualized. I can't play the game. What the fuck is wrong with you people? But they're fans. They say they're fans. Or the same weird motherfuckers. Mila Jovovich. I can't have Jill without Mila Jovovich. Just admit you're a sex pest. You're a creep. Like, you people are a creep. You're creeps. You're freaks. If you want to have your porn mods, fine, but god damn it. Just say you're an incel, dog. Just say you've never spoken to a woman or seen a real woman in your life. Please. Go out and talk to women. God damn it. How degenerate I am exactly. Again, you know, I've spoken about this. I'm young, or I grew up young, being very mature. But I can tell you that I don't know what it is about this young generation that just simply cannot handle the idea of, like, sexual maturity or responsibility. You know? They'll act so weird about... They'll act like just having sexual attraction is just some kind of wrong thing. It's like it's weird to them. Like the young adults. It's weird. You know? I don't know. I feel like sexual education is not something that's taken seriously anymore. Like, so many young adults just do not have sexual education. They just don't know a damn thing. They just don't. They don't know anything. I'm not saying you have to be a fucking PhD, but I mean, I don't know. People get weirded out by shit. It's just not weird at all. Trust me, there's plenty of weird shit, but I don't know. And I'm not talking about like the people that are like asexual and all that. That's I understand that. I'm just saying for people that are, you know, not like that, I don't know. I feel like education has failed you. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. At the very least, goddamn. You know what's also just weird to me? I think this is also something that's always just really strange to me about like the time period that we're in. I'm gonna get like a slight bit political here. I don't know how people can like men can like these men can say they love their mother. They love their mother. But then say the most insane vile shit about women behind their computer screen. I don't understand it. Like that's just not adding up to me. You really love your mother. She is your favorite person in your life. Like for most men, I would guess, right? You probably have you view your mother as like I mean again, I'm not knocking a good dad relationship friendship. You know is what I'm saying. Friendship. Because I know there's going to be weird people. But, you know, yeah, some people have a good, you know, friendship with their dad growing up. You know, in my case, you know, not so much. But I would be willing to bet that for most it's their mother that they're on better terms with, right? If you're a man, how can you say that to you? Maybe unless you're married. How is your mother the most thing that matters to you, but then you'll treat women in the most disgusting ways? I don't get it. I don't understand it. What kind of mental gymnastics are you guys doing? You should join the they should have Olympics for mental gymnastics. You would do well. Probably. I mean these bitter people will go to such great lengths to harm people. But yet their mother they act like they care about. I don't know. It's like you either fucking mean that you respect women or you don't mean it. Like you do or you don't. Which is it? Like I don't know. Can I get the boost? Probably not. I mean, I've spoken about this before too. I look androgynous. I've been I've been called woman in public before, more than a couple times. I don't take offense to it. I don't care, obviously. But I will also tell you, though, that I've experienced, like, maybe a snippet or, like, just a preview of the weird shit that men do and say to other women. I've been catcalled before. It's fucking creepy. It's weird. I was in the car when it happened to my mother, driving down the street. It's fucking scary. It's weird. Well, saying it's weird is like, it's a lot more than weird. It's fog. I think we gotta come back here with defog. We can just go ahead and do this now for the experience. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of the hypocrisy. It's just really annoying. In like a lot of different areas. Sick of it. How do I get into the ruins? It's like up here, isn't it? I'm just going to assume I've talked to everybody here. Are you going to stream later today? Will, you're still here? I'm assuming, right? Okay. Are you trying to beat the game today in one sitting, or are you just going to do a... Are you just going to... Okay. I don't know. I think you could beat the game in a day. Maybe. If you do another long, lengthy stream. You're halfway through the game. And I know you know that because you played the game before. Although, I don't know how much you remember it, but... Okay, we've got all the... stuff. Armor fossil. Yeah, that sounds about right. Although I think flip it's a vamp fight and then you save E from vamp. Because if you recall, she gets stabbed by vamp before they go into Metal Gear. The big shell, the fucking... What's the fucking thing called? I forgot what they call it. But whatever that Metal Gear is called. I may have to pull up a map for this. Salatian Ruins Platinum map. Because I am going to get lost. Why have they done this in like a super convoluted way? Okay, so let me look and see if this matches. Okay. No! It's not Ray. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. Metal Gears. What's this thing called? Arsenal Gear. It's Arsenal Gear. Okay, I'm gonna go purposely into all the wrong rooms just to make sure I can fight all the trainers. Okay, so this will take me here. Wait. Munchlax. A Snorlax. I may have used that in Fire Red. I don't remember. Okay, so... I mean, it would probably tell me if there was items in here. But again, I'm checking for trainers. Because it doesn't say if there are trainers in here. Okay, so then we go bottom left. I mean, we know that. Okay, top left, then... Okay. Bottom left. So are you gonna do OG3 next, or are you just doing Delta? Outright. Like, what's your play there? I'm assuming Delta. Okay, you're just doing Delta. I mean, that's fine. You know what? I want to check something. The Master Collection 2 releases August 27th. It's a ways away. It's a ways away. What's going on, not Mewtwo? I mean, you can... See, the thing is, because you started Yakuza with just me and Discord... I mean, you could just stream the rest of the playthrough on YouTube for Kiwami, and then all the rest of them. Unless you want to just keep that, just, you know, not for YouTube. But you did say you wanted to do the randomizer thing, which, again, I sent you the link. I don't know if you signed up for the account or whatever, but if you have Fluffy Quack Manager, you should honestly just have everything you need. Okay. Let's see. This takes me... Okay, we need to do... top right. And again, if you... Like, for me, if I do it again, I'm gonna disable Krauser. Or make him extremely rare, because... I just, as you saw, I don't know how much you saw when I was doing it, but the Krauser spam was just, like, annoying in a bad way. I don't mind him if he was, like, rare, but, like, it got to a point where, because early on, the Iron Maidens were more frustrating, but honestly, I would rather have many more Iron Maidens than a fucking Krauser. Like, it's, I don't know. It's just so annoying. Fuck Krauser, dude. In Rando. Outright obnoxious. I would also disable Mendez as well, especially for the Ashley sections. Oh yeah, well, absolutely. Gyarados aren't hard. They're not. They really aren't. They're super weak, honestly. I would also recommend that you re-roll if you don't get a good weapon. If it's your first time, I just went with what I got, but honestly, the weapons I got were really bad starting off. I got a Killer 7 with 2 rounds. And 1 in the chamber. Which, honestly, I stuck with that through the whole game. But it's not... Your weapons are random, and their stats. And their upgrades. So... Nothing wrong with re-rolling a couple times if you're new to it. And you're not used to all of that shit. Okay, so bottom right for Big Mushroom, however... It's not going to be that. Okay, so left for an extra room. Alright, nothing here. Okay, moving on to this room. So bottom right is escape, or top, well, whatever. The one that goes up is escape rope. Oh no, never mind, I confused it. Okay, so top left is an additional room, and then bottom left is where we need to go. Blue scarf. I think this should be guaranteed. Choice specs aren't bad. Okay, there's defog. Okay, money. Friend. Friendship. All lives all live. Wait, what? Other. What's that say? Touch to get tough? All lives to create something anew and alive. Literally reading hieroglyphics. We could just escape rope, but I have the map. I looked at the wrong room. Okay. We can get out of here now. We've saved that man, even though it was, like, near the entrance, but whatever. We can't get this, I don't think, because we don't have the unknown, so... Better hope that's not a good item. Because I think we'll never be able to get it. Possibly. Okay, I'm gonna grab, like, a really shit Pokemon, so I think this will work. I think I can defog the tower. Maybe, let me see. Sure, we'll grab the Rhyhorn, it doesn't matter. I'm never using this. Where did my Pokemon faint? Do 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 do. Let me try this. Thud, thud, thud. You actually got a lot of people in your stream yesterday. I was actually surprised. You hit 10 people. That's crazy. I've never hit 10 people at once. Cleanse tag. Spell tag. Spell tag raises ghost moves. That's not bad. I think that's more so that people just don't stream by and large in Sunday, big streamers. Like, for some reason, they take Sunday off collectively. That's why I told you that streaming Sunday is a good idea, because most people don't stream that day, and you're not really competing with big streamers. And the Metal Gear fanbase is incredibly dedicated to watching the series. Over and over again. So, Sunday is just always a good day to stream that game. We're gonna need Rhyhorn for a while anyway, this next area. Alright, we can move on now. I had someone from the Syrian government in my stream before. Way long ago. And I didn't know what that entailed, but I'm like, oh, okay, sure. And I never looked into it deeper than that. Because I'm like, do I want to know? That was years ago, though, so... I mean, we're just playing video games here. I don't think I've had anyone else crazy in my stream before. I mean, I've had game developers in my stream before. I mean, that's kind of the nice thing about, at least my viewership, is it's kind of nice to see, like, people from all over. That's, like, the nice part about streaming. I think I was told he was the son of one of the ex-presidents. Yeah, I don't think he was Assad's kid. That's not it. He was not Assad's kid. It's like before that, I think. Something tells me that Executor is not dying. Probably should have hit Dizzy Punch on it. Get confused. Did you struggle hard on the bomb defusal part of the game? I was like, he's gonna get lost there. I didn't watch that, but I'm like, I know for a fact he's getting lost. Not at all. On the highest difficulty, the bomb placement is actually pretty foul. Like, it's actually pretty disgusting. I don't know if you know this, but if... You know how the bomb was under Fat Man? If you wait till, like, I think, like, the last 10 seconds... If you keep calling Rose, she'll tell you where it is, and Raiden won't believe you. And then Colonel will go, Raiden, I think that's a good idea. And if you get the bomb and defuse it and you call back again, she'll be like expecting like an apology. It's really funny. That's one of the hidden calls. It's pretty funny. There's also some funny call with the bathroom, but I don't really remember what that was. Like what the lines were or anything. The vom. I like the guards hold up and or noise. Mo! Bastio Dawn. I don't think Ghost is effective at all here, but whatever. I'll try it. Because I don't remember, and I don't commit this shit to memory. Not bad. Don't steal my shit. Excuse me. You need to set up PCSX2, and you need to play Outbreak. I need to see you play Outbreak for the first time, both 1 and 2. I need to see your reactions to that game. Well, if I had my old hard drive, I could have sent you it, but I can't now because it's dead. And I had, like, the HD mod on it, too. And that was a fucking bitch to set up, man. Yeah, you will. You definitely will. That's the normal experience. That's true about any Resident Evil game, though. I didn't know where the fuck I was going when I played Requiem. Well, toward the end, and then they kind of, you know, railroaded you in a direction. I feel like maybe the care center would have been more interesting if it was a little bit larger. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Honestly, that segment where you take the zip line across in Raccoon City has got I don't like that segment. It's too slow for me. It's cool and all, but it's just so slow. I don't like it. This is a bug type. This ain't gonna do shit. Never mind. I think going back to Raccoon City and everything was a good idea. I just think they handled it. I don't know. I feel like it could have been done better. You have, like, you're using Alyssa Ashcroft, but you don't really use her. It's like you're like, oh, look at this Outbreak connection, and then you do nothing with it. It's like, why though? Why'd you even bother? There was a spoiler I read early on that said Yoko was going to be in the game too, and that was not true. Obviously, that did not end up being true. So the leak was wrong. But that was not from the leaker that I normally would see stuff from, so I wasn't really sure that would be true anyway. A lot of nothing going on, yeah. I don't know, in theory it's cool to, you know, it's kind of open world, and that's kind of, it's like a pseudo open world they were going for with that, and that was, I mean, I think they handled it probably pretty well, honestly. It didn't need to be like full on open world, but you know what I mean. Like, I think for the way they did it, it was acceptable. I don't know though. It gets to a point with the bomb assembly. It's like it just takes too long. I don't know. And then I still think I think the worst part of the game is playing through the daycare again. I think we did not need to have that again. Like, we just didn't. That was just unnecessary. Having to play through that shit again is just really slow and boring. And honestly, I may get a mod to skip through it every time. Because I just don't like it. It's my least favorite part of the game. For sure. I feel that's true about almost every RE game. Every remake minus the demake. That's how you know that game's fucked up. Because in like all the remakes, like the Ada segment, I hate. The Sherry segment and the Claire segment, or storyline, I hate. I don't like playing as Grace through the daycare again. You know, it's like all that side shit that doesn't last very long. You know what? I'm blanking. How did the Ada, or like even the Ashley segment? I don't like that segment either. And it has nothing to do with the characters. It's just like, I don't know. Am I crazy for saying in Remake 4 I would have liked to have a longer Ashley segment? Like, am I crazy for saying that? I don't know. Which, by the way, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but it was initially planned to have, when you start the game, you start as Ashley running away. At the beginning, and then she ends up with getting caught, which leads into Leon showing up. That's how the game was initially going to start. Which explains that intro video with Ashley standing near the gate at the beginning. Like, do you remember that trailer with Ashley standing by the gate that you passed through at the very beginning in the house? That's why. Because initially they were going to have you play as Ashley there first. I also heard something about them wanting to have you drive through Raccoon City in RE2, but they scrapped that idea too. RE2 remake. Even Randomize this Blissey is tanky. Help me! I don't know though, but see, the thing is with D-Make 3, the Carlos segment is arguably the best part of the game, and it's not even... It's just RE2. Brother, seeing everybody shit on that sale was funny, though. I'm serious, though. I'm like, I wouldn't get that shit for free, dog. Alright, we're gonna speed up through this. I don't want to... I'm not waiting forever. There you go. Yeah. I don't care how much they're paying me. Fuck that, dude. I'm not playing. I wouldn't buy that shit. Fuck that. Okay, randomized TM. What we got? Ugh. God, just hearing about... I don't like that guy. Ugh. I don't know. Slimy. Some about him. I don't know. I don't like him. He was like the first time I saw Mizkif. I don't know. Something about him just rubbed me the wrong way, and that was before all the shit came out. Something about him just... Like, I knew. Usually when I have a gut reaction about people, I'm usually right. When it comes to their character. Not always. But most of the time. When I've just got a bad vibe about somebody, I'm like, yeah. Don't tend to be wrong. I think this is like a battle area, if I remember right. He's tied to him? Who? What do you mean? No, I'm not saying he's tied to Mizkif. I'm saying I have the similar feelings as I did Mizkif as him. It's like when I took a look at them, I just didn't like them as people when I watched their content. When I was watching Mizkif, I'm like, I don't know. I just don't like this guy. There's something about him I just don't like. He just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know. And I just didn't like him. And then the same with Yang Yeah. I don't know. There was something about him that was just sending off alarm bells in me that's just like, I don't like this guy. I don't know. It's the same when I get Dragon Ball news from that Geekdom guy. There's something about him rubs me the wrong way. I don't like him. I don't know. There's a couple people on YouTube that give me that kind of feeling. Star Wars Theory, another one. I don't know. I don't really like him. Isn't that dude mostly doing fucking AI slop on his channel now? Like watching AI slop? Much less theory, more AI slop. Reacting Andy. Yeah, I agree, man. I don't mind getting, like, a reading of, like, a comic book or something from the past, from, like, the Legends shit, but I don't think this is fighting type yet. But I'll click it anyway. That's exactly what they'll say. Because a lot of them are fucking incel racists. Or they'll have, like, this disgusting fanaticism for just, like, Episode 3, and just everything else just doesn't matter to them. If everything isn't, like, a flashing light show, they're not interested. Let me just stack up on some good healing here. Alright, we gotta pass on this for now, because... yeah, this is the Cricketune route. Oh, absolutely. Don't get me wrong, man. There have been plenty of bad actors. That animation. They need to stop getting people that don't give a shit about Star Wars the reins. You know, we were talking about this last night, but yeah, you know, everybody's like, oh my god, now that Kathleen Kennedy's gone, everything's gonna be so much better. I'm like, even with Dave Filoni, I'm not so sure, man. I don't know, you can keep that optimism, but I haven't been optimistic about Star Wars in, like, the last 20 years. Maybe that's maybe that's a little far-fetched. Let's say 20 years, but a long time is what I'm trying to say. Like, I think, like, if they just keep him on, like, the cartoon shit, he'll probably be fine, but... and I'm sure that's what they're doing. I'm not, like, I don't know. If they were smart, they would just give everything to Sam Whitmer, but they're not going to do that. That man cares way too much about his job. And he's working with people that don't give a shit about the IP. Like, it's the same with, was it Henry Cavill in Witcher? None of them motherfuckers care about that shit, but he did. Diglett. Should have used Magical Leaf. Not a revolutionary character at all. Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of IPs just in dire straits because the wrong people are heading them or other fucking such reasons. Two shits about Starkiller. There's no way they could. I don't think. You know, people are asking for Starkiller. I don't know. I don't even know how they would inject him into the story canonically anymore. It would make sense. Like, how would his presence not be known to everyone else? Especially, like, with his level of power. It just doesn't make sense anymore. Unless somehow they go nuclear and reestablish that the old canon is correct and fuck the sequels, but I don't know. Out acknowledging other Sith Lords. Stronger people than him. I mean, I don't know. About his actions. Well, I don't know. However, I'm going to end here for today. I got to go do some stuff. It's going to storm again today. So I got to go take care of some stuff. Thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.